Okay, good to talk, everyone. In a very rare deviation from the norm, we are starting tonight's triple header share with the Mishna Yomis, because I want to go right after the Daf Yomi into the Chok. So we're going to learn first the Mishna Yomis, and tonight's Mishna Yomis is being specially sponsored by Esther Stern, who was a really wonderful friend of my first Rebbetzin, Miriam Liba, Bas Reb Aaron Aleha Shalom, and Esther is dedicating tonight's Mishnah Yomis to her father's yahrzeit, David Levi ben Yeshaya Zev. His neshama should have an aliyah, he should have a lichtige Gan Eden, he should be Melitz Yosher on the entire Stern family, all of us, and all of Klal Yisrael. We are also sponsored by the Fisher family, Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avram Alevi Perel Bas Ruven, also sponsored Nishmas Avram Dov ben David, Avram ben Yom ben Shbemak Yudis and family for their success, and for the Fruit Shalem Eliyom Moshe ben Chayesar by the Klugman family. So the Mishnah starts off in a very unusual way. It refers to something that the Mishnah doesn't talk about. We learned earlier in the first parak that if a woman says that she wasn't a virgin because Mishe'erestani nanasti, I was raped when I was an arusa, and therefore she says to the husband, you lost out, nistachva sadehu, your field was flooded. And he says not so, but rather it was before. So Rabbi Yeshua says that she's not believed. And the chiddush of Rabbi Yeshua is that she's not believed even though she has a migu, that if she was lying, she would have had a better claim. And that is, she could have said that I was a mukas eitz, I lost my virginity to a splinter, to a piece of wood, where she didn't even have to admit that she was slept with someone. And even though she has a migu, Rabbi Yeshua doesn't believe him. However, in our Mishnah Beis, in the second parak, Umaydi Rabbi Yeshua agrees with this migu. Ba'aymer l'chaveirai, where Shelley says to Irving, Sadazu shalavicha, Irving, this field was once your father's. It was once your father's. However, ulekachticha imenu, but I bought it from him. Now, Irving doesn't have any proof that it was once his father's, so Shelley didn't have to say that. He could just said it was always mine. And therefore, when he said it was his father's, he's believed to say that I bought it from him. Shuneman, Shapesha Asar, the mouth that causes the prohibition, when he admits that it was Irving's father, Hu Apesha Hitter, we believe that mouth as well, that Shelley bought it from him. However, if there is witnesses that it was Irving's father's field, if there were witnesses that it was Irving's father's field, and now Shelley comes out of the blue without any proof, and Shelley says, I bought it from your father, he's not believed unless he has a deed of sale, or unless he has a cheskes gimel shanim, using it 3 years without anybody protesting. Now, in the same way, Mishnah Gimel, there is halacha that even if you have a document with witnesses, those witnesses need to be certified. They need to be authenticated. Now, the witnesses themselves can authenticate it. Now, without authentication, you can't use the document. So let's say that Berish and Michal were the witnesses. So Eidim Sha'amru, if Michal and Berish go ahead and certify their signatures, they authenticate it. They said, Ksav Yodeinu Huzeh, it's our signatures. Aval Anusim Hayinu, when we signed it, we were coerced, or Ketanim Hayinu, or we were minors, or Psulei Edis Hayinu, or we were disqualified witnesses. Hariel Nemanim, they're believed, because without their certification, we wouldn't be able to use the shtar. So since they have a great migu, and that is, they could have just not said anything. And therefore, when they say it, but they say that they were coerced, minors, or disqualified, they're believed, because Hapesha Asur, Hapesha Hitter. Their mouths certified it, and therefore they're believed to say that it was no good for a different reason. However, Vim Yesh Edom Shuksav Yadam, but if their signatures were certified from other places, other sources, or Bezkin had their signatures archived in other documents, so we don't need their certification. So then, then they're not believed to say that they were coerced, that they were minors, or that they were disqualified. Just a reminder that we will follow this year with a daf, and then tonight we are doing a chok as well. We are looking for a sponsor for tonight's chok as we finish Parshas Mishpatim. That's right, we finish with day 6 of Mishpatim in the chok tonight. And again, if you want to sponsor Parshas Shmais and start off, kick off Chumash Shmais, 718-916-3100, rmmwsi@aol.com.